Some seeds lie hidden underground for years, making people think they are dead. But in truth, they are quietly spreading roots, drinking water, building strength for the day they rise. Life works the same way. Sometimes you give everything, yet see nothing change. People laugh, and even you want to quit. But the moment you take just one more step in faith, that might be the exact second your destiny begins to unfold. In a quiet village, nestled along the winding river, life moved at a gentle pace. The mornings began with the soft murmur of water and the distant calls of birds, echoing through the mist that hovered above the fields. Among the simple homes and rickety shops, one stood out for its fragrance of sawdust and the rhythmic tapping of tools. A modest carpentry shop where Rohan's father worked each day. The shop was small, its shelves lined with hand-carved stools and tables, crafted with care, but sold for little. Rohan grew up watching his father's hands, rough and steady, shaping wood into something useful, something beautiful. Yet behind his father's quiet pride was a constant worry about making ends meet. Rohan, 16 and slender, moved through his days quietly. At school, he blended in. Not the fastest, not the smartest, not the one teachers praised or classmates cheered. He wore the same faded shirts, carried worn-out shoes, and kept his dreams tucked away like secrets. But every morning, before the sky blushed with sunrise, Rohan laced his shoes and ran along the riverbank. The mud squelched beneath his feet, dew sparkled on the grass, and the world felt hushed, just him and the path ahead. He dreamed, not of medals or applause, but of joining the district sports academy. It was his chance, a way to lift his family, to honor his father's hard work, to rewrite their story. Yet the dream seemed distant. For 2 years, Rohan entered every race the village held. He ran with determination, arms pumping, breath ragged. Each time, he finished behind someone else. Second, then third, never first. His friends began to lose faith. Maybe running isn't for you, Rohan. Don't waste your time. One sighed after another defeat. Their words stung, but Rohan said nothing. The next morning, as dawn crept over the fields, he was running again. One day, the rain burst and fell heavy, turning the trail into a slick ribbon of mud. Rohan's feet slipped. He crashed to the ground, pain flaring in his ankle, his clothes soaked and smeared with earth. For the first time, he sat beneath an old tree, head bowed, and wept. "Maybe they're right," he whispered. "I've tried so long, and I'm still a failure." The weight of disappointment pressed on him, heavier than any race. Just then, an old farmer wandered by, guiding his cattle along the muddy path. He paused, seeing Rohan's tears, and asked gently, "Why are you crying, son?" Rohan poured out his frustration. The endless effort, the repeated setbacks, the voices telling him to quit. The farmer listened quietly, then pointed toward a nearby bamboo grove. "Do you know how bamboo grows?" he asked. For 5 years, nothing breaks the ground. But underground, its roots are spreading deep and strong. Then, in just weeks, it shoots up to the sky. It wasn't sudden. It was preparing all along. He placed a comforting hand on Rohan's shoulder. "You're growing roots too. Don't stop now." The farmer's words settled in Rohan's heart, gentle yet powerful. He realized that his journey wasn't about quick victories or instant recognition. It was about laying a foundation, building strength where no one could see. From that moment, Rohan changed. He no longer ran to silence the doubters or prove them wrong. He ran to prove himself right. Every morning, rain or shine, he trained with new resolve. He studied the way he breathed, adjusted his stride, watched professional runners online, and practiced every detail. Progress was slow, but steady. His muscles grew stronger, his mind sharper, his spirit unbreakable. A year passed. The district inter-school race arrived, the event that could open the doors to the sports academy. The stadium buzzed with excitement, thousands of voices filling the air. Competitors from the city stood tall, their faces set with confidence. Rohan stood among them, heart pounding, but he remembered the bamboo. He closed his eyes, breathed deeply, and felt the steady roots within. The whistle blew, and the race began. At first, Rohan lagged behind, his pace measured, his focus internal. He ignored the rush of runners who surged ahead, trusting the rhythm he'd built through countless mornings. His lungs burned, legs trembled, but he whispered to himself, "I am growing roots." With 200 meters to go, something awakened inside him, a surge of energy born from months of persistence. He quickened his pace, overtaking runners one by one. The crowd roared. His father watched, disbelief and joy mingling in his eyes. Rohan crossed the finish line. First place. He had done it. Rohan earned his place at the academy. But his real victory was deeper. He had learned to trust the process, to believe in himself when no one else did. Years later, after becoming a renowned athlete, Rohan returned to his village. Beneath a spreading banyan tree, he found the old farmer, now frail but smiling. Rohan bowed, gratitude shining in his eyes. "If not for your words that day, I would have given up." The farmer's eyes glistened. "I only planted a seed, but you chose to keep going. The strength was always inside you." Just as bamboo spends years growing roots before anyone sees its height, so too do our efforts take time to blossom. If today you see no results, remember, every step you take is building your foundation. With patience and persistence, your breakthrough will come. Don't quit too soon. The strength you seek is already within you, waiting to rise. If you believe your own efforts are also growing roots, like Rohan's, subscribe to this channel, and let's rise together.